Dhammapuja. So yesterday, as Bhante and I are going about our day, going to temple in the morning for chanting, for puja, and all of our regular routine, Bhante told me that Bhante is having some unusual pain in the shoulders and upper back and neck. So usually, like if Bhante is having any kind of body problem, then Bhante will just tell me and ask me to bless, and then I usually set Dhammacakka and do some little healing visualization and ask all Buddhas, all Devas to help Bhante heal. And likewise, Bhante many times will help me with different little ailments or illness and so on. Yeah, so Bhante told me experiencing something in the shoulders and neck. And yeah, I just bless like usual. And then we come back, we eat. And then in the afternoon, while I'm kind of cleaning up and managing things, Bhante asked me for help to do some healing work on the shoulders and back. Well, actually, maybe I offer to help do massage. So then we sit down, and I can see right away, sort of spontaneously, I realize I can see where the points of tension are in Bhante's back. Because Bhante has already explained, but when I look, I can see there's a few spots where there are knots, these kind of like energy knots. I can see the energy, the tension in Bhante's back, and I explain to Bhante, and then I point to the different spots, and Bhante's like, yeah, it's exactly like that in those places. And a few times before I'm able to do this with Bhante and sometimes with others. And it's not something that Bhante has ever taught me how to do. But yeah, this is one of the examples of the kind of psychic power that can arise, especially when we practice energy meditation. So yeah, I can see that there are some points and kind of feel that energy, the tension, and the knots. And Bhante says, yeah, it's just really in those very precise places. And then we begin to do some healing. So Bhante over time has taught me many different healing methods, and not all of them I can explain, but yeah, many of them we kind of use simultaneously, but the very basic is energy meditation, and then Dhammacakka, and then whenever doing like any kind of massage or energy healing, just asking all Buddhas, all Devas to help direct, and then not using our brain power. So whenever I do massage, I just kind of call for help, and then let my hands follow. And I usually don't really know what I'm doing, but by the power of Dhammacakka, by the power of all Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, and Devas and all beings, usually I get some kind of sense of direction. And then, yeah, so in this case, I do the same thing. I just set Dhammacakka on Bhante's entire body, and then on the area of Bhante's back, and then I start doing some massage, and Bhante also helps give some pointers. But quite immediately, Bhante is saying like, oh yeah, this is right. Like the motion that you're doing is right. and then Bhante is kind of teasing me because I'm not using enough power. Then Bhante is saying like, more power. You have the wisdom, but not the virya. The location and the movement is just precise, but the power is not enough. So that's kind of my weakness. So then I try to use more power, and in short, continuing this massage and different things for a little while, and then we stop for some time, and I just do the energy healing from without touching. So this is another way to do the healing. One way is through massage, and then another way is with just visualization and hand movement. So I'm moving my hands, but I'm not actually touching Bhante's body, and it's not like some other healing methods where I'm like holding my hand near Bhante. Even I could be on the other side of the room or even in the other side of the world. It doesn't really matter where I am. It's helpful to be nearby, but this doesn't require that kind of thing. So if any of so this is also using the golden hands, but mainly like Dhammacakka, creating a circulation and loosening up the energy tension points and turning everything gold. There's many layers to it, but basically Dhammacakka, and then using the golden hands, which is another healing method that Bhante has taught some students may know. And when I'm doing this, I'm also checking, and I'm seeing, the energy knots, the points of tension are softening. In this case, the energy tension points, the knots have kind of, I told Bhante they have kind of like a crusty, like little bit sticky black kind of quality, but as we're doing the healing, it's softening, and the black color is turning into gold and lightening up, and I can really get the sense, oh wow, like this has shifted a lot. And this all just happened in around maybe 15 to 30 minutes. And then after we do the energy healing from a distance, then I do some more massage in the end, and do some little bit of hitting therapy, like you just creating a light impact, which is another way to do the healing on Bhante's back. And by the end, Bhante reported to me that the pain is like almost completely gone, and by the next day, almost perfectly, like I think Bhante said 95% healed. And another thing is, throughout the process, I'm doing my side of the healing, and then Bhante is also doing Bhante's side. So whenever we are doing healing, we never like receive passively. Whenever I'm doing massage, Bhante is also doing many visualization and using different methods, moving back and forth and different things. So this is just a little picture of what the healing process can look like. And it was actually really great opportunity for me, because I could see, wow, in just around 30 minutes, I am able to help Bhante heal this quite significant pain. And I don't really know what I'm doing in the like consciously, rationally, but there is power that's working through me to do this healing. And so the first thing is, like, it's a very great proof of Bhante's training. First of all, just that I can see these energy knots and that I can notice the energy and get really precise of like what needs to be healed and where in the back and what kind of movement I need to do. All of that is very intuitive, and it's not something that Bhante has ever explained to me in any significant, like, direct way. This is just the kind of knowledge that can arise from the training. And so I think partly this is managed by the Devas as proof of Bhante's training, because for me, I'm like kind of in this difficult time now, and it was really helpful for me to remember, all the work that I'm doing, everything that I'm going through has a purpose, and it has reward and many benefits, and it's not for nothing. I'm really learning and improving and growing, and this is this level of healing. It's really satisfying process, and really show, what I'm doing is not in vain. So yeah, the first thing is that proof of Bhante's training, and then the second thing is just the power of Dhammacakka and calling on all Buddhas. Really, in this process, this kind of thing, like we're just a vessel for all Buddha power to work through us, and it's really miraculous. And so much, even though yes, we get into detail, and Bhante has taught me many methods, and it can kind of seem very sophisticated, but the very basic of all this kind of healing is just Dhammacakka, 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 Dhammacakka. Before the healing Dhammacakka, during the healing Dhammacakka, after the healing Dhammacakka, Jatake Bhavapariyantang, Dhammacakka, Dhammacakka. It's really like that, and that way it's actually very simple. And then the third thing I realized is the potential of healing in the body. I think nowadays there's a lot of mental blocks and a lot of misconceptions about health and healing in the body, partly because of like Western medicine and the way that we really learn biology and the way that the body works, is that like these long processes are necessary in order to heal, and that like things are quite rigid and they work in this very mechanical way. But this kind of process really goes against that kind of common understanding of the way healing works, and the way that just in 20-30 minutes this kind of thing can be resolved, and much faster than it seems like is possible, at least for me. Even I'm surprised when Bhante told me that everything was feeling so much better. I really was like, wow, I don't expect when I sat down to resolve everything 95% in one sitting. Definitely did not expect that. And and this is also like, all of this is founded on also on energy meditation. So really, like if we practice energy meditation, the body will just start to work in this way naturally that is much more efficient, and as we remove the poison and blockages doing energy meditation, many capacities that seem so miraculous will arise. The natural ability to heal becomes so much greater, and things can be resolved a lot faster. So yeah, I learned from this. I got a little bit of proof of Bhante's training, and see the power of Dhammacakka, and then getting through mental blocks about what is possible when it comes to healing in the body, and energy meditation, how it can really give us the capacity to heal in seemingly very miraculous ways. So that's a little story for now. May all beings become Buddha very, very fast, really, really fast, in this very moment now. Let us now, Ranship now. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya.